When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bearcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching him as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
The short hands, it's Barber.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
The give from the gun. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking back.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Wolverines are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat missed it. Sometimes you... He's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. completion to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Off the play fake. Floating away. Fires on the move. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Off-play action on first down. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
It's complete to the left. Quick step and go. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bearcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved. Turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're going to run it to the right. Jukes his way for more. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Just feeds the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Carr. Dances away to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. They'll run play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Back to throw, it's Carr. Zings it complete to the right.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, everything was going. well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Turns it on down the left side. A massive... on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats.
Cincinnati, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Tackled there by the defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. trying to convert. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. He's already thrown one pick, and if he doesn't clean up some of this stuff, more will follow for sure.
More will follow and probably go into the bullpen or getting another guy in here that can throw the football. It's stuff that just drives you nuts because you're fading off your back foot. It's really, really hard to be accurate. So you got to hang in there. You got to understand that I got to stay still when I throw the football, hit those targets, and I definitely can't turn the football over.
Try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by just 1 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. They'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Pringle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision. Made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. They want to run this quarterback. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air, it's Carr. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for room. It's Marshall. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. He's loose on the right. Inside the 30. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Barber. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to pass, it's Kinsey. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. To throw, it's Carr. Pulls it in, it's Barber. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close, run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
It's complete. Strong, firm tackle.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his step, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's the handoff. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's got him. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tight end now in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
A strike downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Scanning the field, it's Kinsey. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and will change into the field now. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Working on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw it. He's going for the big play. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on 3rd.
They'll move the tight end. Handoff to the single running back. Sweet cut. Oh, he's still got more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by zero.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Calls his own number. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Fires to the big fella. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Trying play action. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Powers forward. Absolutely nowhere to go as this Don't stop.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal, 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his